Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Bound Compass is proud to present to you the amazing adventures of Captain Farr Novarider and the Wild Horses. Brought to you by Castaway Venus. Next time on Castaway Venus, with only 6 castaways remaining, tensions begin to flare.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Will Daryl join the team, or will he continue being a complete douche?
Quit being a douche.
No. And one of the castaways must fight the giant Venusian ant. Next time on Castaway Venus. And now, look forward, good listeners, to the fantastical year of 2010 AD, to the years of the Great Royal Confederation of Stars, to when humankind has expanded outward into the great beyond. We've reached thousands of planets, spanning hundreds of light years in any direction, and still we reach farther. Intrepid colonists brave the great empty expanses of the undiscovered galaxy to forge a new era for the betterment of humankind on countless worlds, moons, and space stations. It is to this new frontier where we turn our ears. Tonight's story is The Artifact from Beyond.
They took everything that was in the vault. They took it all. Well, they didn't take the baked potato chips from the vending machine. Well, right. No one wants those. No. Silence, you feeble dogs! Tell me who attacked you! We didn't get a good look at them. They just came in and broke into the vaults and raided the break room. They took almost everything. They also didn't take the spinach and onion bagels left over from the orientation meeting. Well, yeah, because those are gross. Yarr! I've had enough of this! Either you tell me where they are, or you'll be breathing the void! Bruno, I didn't hire you to menace rent-a-cops. You didn't hire me and my crew to begin with, lass. We never signed a legally binding contract that was ratified by a lawyer with a bar license in this providence of space. We merely have an oral agreement which won't hold up in a court of law. That's why I hired you. Your keen insight to legal proceedings. You might want to know that there are other ways to discover who took what was in the vault, such as basic ship data logs. Well, out with it. Who was it then? Tell me, do you know the FFS Cabalina? The Cabalina! She's the vessel of Captain Novarider and the Wild Horses! Does this worry you? No, of course it doesn't. I am Barracuda Bruno, the scourge of the Springward frontier! Aren't you the pirate who pillaged Gamma Persis 3? The same! The pirate who fought a dozen Marine regulars by himself and won? No other! The one who got his ship stolen and was left quite literally naked on the promenade of the busiest space station in the frontier by none other than Captain Farr Novarider. I am that man! Hey, I have a suspicion you are being facetious. Just making sure we're talking about the same man. Now, I suggest we make haste. There's only one place Novarider would go to sell what was in that vault. And where would that be? Well, Syracuse, of course. Syracuse? The black market planet? This'll be easier than I expected. Men, get back to the Sunder! But first, grab those baked potato chips from the break room. They're good for me figure. Hello, Lloyd. How's business? Farr, my boy. Business is fine, if a bit slow. People don't trade antiquities on Syracuse anymore. No, that's not it. People buy and sell them all the time. Thing is, those goddamn bastards at the Antique Space Show. They identify items for these people and then point them in the direction of honest, fair trade antique dealers. It's cutting into my profits. Things certainly aren't how they used to be, are they? Bah! Don't be such a crotchety old man, Farr. Things are better than they used to be by a long shot. You ever hear of an iPhone? You can get free porn on it provided the site is empowered by any Adobe products. Now, do you have something for me, or did you just come to stand in the middle of my dusty old shop and chit-chat about the olden days? I do have something for you, Lloyd. Tell me, have you ever seen something like this? Well, what is this? Any ideas? I can tell you what it's used for, or even what it is. Interesting markings along the cylinder, though. Does it open? Rotate that pile on there. Interesting. Now, it looks like this is some sort of power source. These pylons might plug into something. You're saying this is some sort of battery? I can't say for certain. The arrangement of the internal structure suggests so, but honestly, I'm guessing at best. There's no analogous device like this I've ever seen or heard of. I hear a lot of stories in my job. You may be interested to know that there's lots of stories about mysterious ancient artifacts being found in construction sites, in mining operations, and by explorers. Now, most of them are dismissed as being fakes or some kindergartner's clay pot mommy didn't want. On occasion, though, they might find an object that no one can exactly explain. What you have here is most likely the latter, something, purely speaking, alien in origin. Do you think it's valuable? Valuable? I hear there are collectors out there that would pay a hefty sum for something like this. I also hear that there are collectors out there that would slit your throat for this. Make no mistake, this thing is dangerous. Danger is my middle name. No, it's not. It's Clarence. Buy something or get out, goddammit. Take care of yourself, Lloyd. Any luck, Captain? More than you know. This thing is worth a lot of money to the right people, and a lot of blood to the wrong ones. Start building a list of anyone who might purchase this thing here on Syracuse. Certainly, sir. Once that list is done, we can sell this thing and get out of here. I'll have the Cabalina stand by in case anyone...
Captain Farr Novarider, prepare to meet your doom at the hands of me, Donald the Destroyer.
Who's that? I'm not sure. He said his name was Donald the Destroyer. Donald Norman, aka Donald the Destroyer. Local mercenary for hire. Only known records are one for littering and one for jaywalking. Hardly a destroyer of any kind. Hardly a hoodlum of any kind. You think he's after an artifact? Tough to tell. Could be someone trying to gain notoriety or... Hold on. Ha! He might also have been hired by someone who was looking to get the artifact. Files done, sir. Well, regardless, I say we sell this thing as soon as we can and leave. Darr! Damn that Donald the Destroyer! He falsified his resume, making me think he was a dangerous space pirate. A useless cur if I'd ever seen one. Easy, Barracuda. We still have time. Novarider probably already has a list of potential buyers. Good thing I already know who they are. I hope that wasn't the only mercenary you've hired. Of course not. I have plenty of vile, vicious mercenaries ready to gut Novarider like an overripe yellow trail kick from Arcturus Omega 2, who's gorged himself on pleth beetles. That was rather colorful. Well, I am a space pirate. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Akrab's Esoteric Imports and Exports, where we can move your illicit gains legally or your money back. Tax applies, void where prohibited. Akrab's Esoteric Imports and Exports are not responsible for broken, stolen, or mismanaged items. I have an item here that some buyers of yours might be interested in purchasing. Why, certainly. Let's see what you have. Ah, interesting. Could this be an artifact of unknown alien origin? It very much is.
Novarider,
You have led a full and extravagant life.
you have gained fame and power,
Fortune and glory.
women, and other extravagant things.
But now your zenith has come.
For now, you face the famed humble Homburg brothers.
Quick and subtle.
Exacting and brutal.
Danger, do you mind, Certainly,
Prepare
Captain.
yourself to be defeated with eloquence and grace.
Thank you, my croaky yet ruggedly handsome compatriot. Brr. Now back to our arrangement. Where'd he go? It looks like he fainted. Hello, Caucasian male customers between the ages of 32 and 65 with no kids. What can I do for you today? I have an especially rare item here for sale that some of your buyers would pay top dollar for.
Novarider, I am Stan the Cobra, prepared to feel my venom.
Oh my god. Oh, no, get away. Oh, so greasy and even, smells. Is that acne? Oh god. Get away from me. No.
Victory is mine.
Did that guy just subdue and abscond with the shopkeeper thinking he was you?
I believe so.
Should I check the register? And I'll grab the impulse buy candies.
Good evening, Captain Farr Novarider and Shaved Bear, and welcome.
You're facing me now, Novarider. Draw.
Well, that was useless. And I lost yet another bet. Nah, looks like you'll be covering yourself in industrial sex toy lube and then inciting an angry mob to chase you through the streets by going to a sci-fi convention and announcing that equilibrium sucks. I just thought it would be a safe bet this time. Damn. It's becoming a disturbing pattern. I'm starting to think that someone out there knows we have the artifact. Are you up?
Always erect for you, sir.
You said that the information about the convoy carrying this thing was intercepted on a hidden private channel, correct?
That is correct, sir.
How was it hidden?
In a torn file renamed as an episode of Seinfeld. Presumably so no one intelligent would ever want to open it.
I love that show. That George is a riot. Why would it be over a hidden private channel rather than a military channel with more security?
Hidden channels are only visible to those who are looking for them. The channel itself had very little security, Commander Derringer. As you suggested, anyone could have indeed found and accessed the information.
So it was an enticing little nugget that we got to first. I would say lucky for us, but this thing has brought us nothing but trouble, as it would seem that several others found out about the convoy and decided to target it as well. We had better get rid of this thing soon. Since anyone who was looking could have found this, it leads me to assume that information was meant to be found. Yar! I'm willing to go to great lengths to get that treasure.
No, Bruno, don't. Novarider is a savage beast and may kill you. You risk too much.
Don't try to stop me, wee lassie. He's defeated all the mercenaries I hired. Now it's time he face M. Bison. In this case, played by me.
But those mercenaries were the best money could buy, especially the one who abducted the wrong person. Surely he will defeat you, leaving me to try to claim the treasure alone.
Unlikely, for I am Bruno the Barracuda. Once I get my 1,000 suckers onto you, I never let go.
That's not a barracuda.
That's right. Once that's done, I impaled you with my massive tusks. Berserkers, we attack! Right. One last store that might buy this stupid artifact. Quickly, before something happens. Crap. Novarider, your time has come. You may have defeated the many mercenaries I contracted to kill you and bring me the treasure. You may have taken my ship for me on Melanie's Folly Station.
And your pants.
But today, I get my revenge.
I don't...
You don't remember?
No.
Come on! You took my first ship from me, the Alabast. I've taken many ships. You slept with me girlfriend. I slept with many girlfriends.
You stole his pants.
Talk.
Bruno.
Who's the bushy-tailed apostle? The Barracuda. Bruno the Barracuda. Now you die. Men, attack! Aha! I'll take all of you on. We're not getting anywhere with this, Captain. Haha! With this last vendor, repulsed. Vendor in smoking ruins. Haha! We'll have to risk selling to someone Harry, selling to someone who doesn't know that much about the artifact. We'll have to take a severe cut in the stickety sack, of course.
What if we sell off planet?
It's too much of a risk. The Confederation will probably Shoryuken, track the transaction back, and ball kick, intercept the artifact. With so many stabby black market deals going on here, Dragon Fist, the deal will get buried and lost. Kamehameha.
Makes sense. Good show, sir.
This time, Novarider, you won't be defeating me! Just what do you want with the artifact, Burton?
What artifact are you talking about?
The artifact that was aboard the Confederation transport. The one that you've been trying to get back.
Hey, I'm after no bleeding artifact. I'm only after the gobs and gobs of gold space doubloons. Yaga! The only thing that was aboard the transport was the artifact and whatever was in the break room. We took everything.
Everything except the baked potato chips.
Oh yeah, because those are gross. Yeah, I was working under the assumption that there would be hordes and hordes of treasure. That space bitch lied to me. Good job finishing him off, sir.
Who?
Brian the barcode.
Ah, of course. All in a day's work. Now we just need to find a buyer.
A buyer for what?
Well, hello there. I'm just selling this rare item from the frontier, milady. Pillaged from a heavily guarded Confederation transport by myself and my respectable crew of noble privateers. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Wild Horses.
Not. You're not Captain Farr Novarider, the daring Robin Hood-like pirate who fears no ship and no man? Oh, how exciting.
I've been harassed all day by the fiercest mercenaries, but I and my choky but wise friend here managed to defeat them all with no troubles. Perhaps you'd be interested in this artifact, and afterward you might join me for some wine and a fine nosh at one of the local unnecessarily trendy Applebee's.
The rumors are true. You really are a man of high caliber. It's a shame I don't meet more men like you. It's such an impressive artifact.
It's yours for $50.
And you would just give this to me?
Well, $50.
And thus concludes this episode of the amazing adventures of Captain Farr Novarider and the Wild Horses. Gentle listeners, join us again soon right here at boundcompass.blogspot.com for more adventures to follow. This amazing adventure was conceived, written, voiced, and pickled by Devin Peters, with special guest Lindy the Sardonic Girl Crom. With sound effects by soundj.com, packtv.com, 3dmmstudio.co.uk/EFX, sounddogs.com, Series 6000, Extension 3, and the General, Supplier 2200, Digifx, Soundstorm Library, Impact Effects 3, Guns, Rob Noakes, Airborne Sound Library, Matt Temple, The Sound Effects Bible, Triple Crown Sound, File Effects Library, and Maxton Soundworks. All music by Bradley Rains, copyright 2011. Visit Bradley at www.bradleyrains.com. Bound Compass and the Amazing Adventures of Captain Farr Novarider and the Wild Horses are copywritten 2012.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Farr Novarider. Hopefully, we'll meet again.
I didn't get your name, or your room key for that matter.
I'm afraid I don't give my room key to just anybody. But my name? It's Ashlyn. Ashlyn Aphelion.